Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today, we're in a luck battle, folks. We are in a luck battle. We are playing on This Isn't Giving Up. This is a standard matchup with 3 bases and an airport and some contested comm towers. Now, this one is a little bit different because we don't have an HQ, we have a lab, so the labs do not give any income, but they count as an HQ. And there's a black boat on the HQ. Lab. Watch out for that. Okay, folks, so we have buibuimoreh and Hudge today in the live league, and they both decided to play as Nell. So Nell has a day-to-day ability, has her luck increased to 0 to plus 19%, and opposed to the base 0 to 9% luck. So she's a little bit more lucky. And luck could be a skill, folks. Could be a skill. In DDO. But in addition to that, she also has her co-power, which will increase that luck range to all the way to 59%. And the super co-power, which will increase that luck range to 99%. So Nell can essentially break the game. 100% break the game. Infantry could be destroying mega tanks. Mega tanks could be completely obliterating other mega tanks. That's about it. That's about it. That's all I got. Well, recons could destroy things too, but yeah. Luck is a hell of a drug, folks. I would advise to stay away from it at all costs, but if you are to use it responsibly. That is for sure. Alright, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this one, because, yeah, we're just going to get into it. It's going to be good. Alright. We'll feature the slimes. We'll feature the slimes today, so it'll be good. Alright, so first few days, we have our standard infantry builds. Because you gotta get the infantry on the field, folks. #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. Okay. Day 2, a 3. And a 4. Well, and a day 3. Day 4. Okay, so pretty standard stuff at this point. So both players are going for the neutral bases. Obviously, that's #1 priority. Aside from getting the infantry on the field, you got to get the bases. Super important. Okay, so there's a couple ways you can go about this map, right? So lots of people will tend to buy an artillery first, move the artillery to like maybe the forest or this tile right here, blast open this pipe seam, grab the 2 properties. Some people might decide to open up a tank and just completely win the center of the map very early. So I'm not sure what either of these 2 players are going to do. Looks like bubu is going for the artillery route. So in turn, Hudge is not going the artillery route. Is that because he couldn't? Yeah, he couldn't because he didn't have the funds. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so bubu moving the artillery over here onto the road. Perfectly valid spot because we do actually push out a little bit quicker after the pipe seam is burst. Now, unfortunately, luck damage does not count towards pipe seam breaks. So it is just base damage, whatever it is. I believe that the normal base damage for like somebody to attack this is around like 44%. So it's going to be like a 3-day break to get through there. But we will get through there, no problem. Don't worry, folks. Okay. We have 1 shot here. So it's at 59. So maybe a little less. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be a 3-day break, and then we'll be through there. Alright, both players have gone for a tank. It looks like Hudge is going the route where we do not bust open the pipe seam early. We are going for a tank early into the front lines here, but bubu has actually responded with a tank of their own here, which is very nice. So this tank is going to be able to go here, then we're still going to be able to cover these properties. The only thing is he'll be forced to probably go in this tile right here in order to avoid the range of this tank here. But there's nothing wrong with going up here. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong. You go right here, then you can reinforce the center or push straight ahead right afterwards. So totally valid, totally good. Okay, so double pipe attack has been done. So considering that we're about to bust open the pipe, you do have another option here as well. So instead of bringing this infantry forward, we could move this infantry right here, and then bust open the pipe seam, and then get a double cap immediately with 2 infantry, or you can do what BB did here and actually bring the infantry forward and go for the double cap with just 1 infantry. So that will delay the capture a little bit of both of those properties, but it does give you an extra infantry on the front line. So that's good. That's good, you know. We like infantry on the front line. We like frontline units. You gotta get them on the field. Hudge going for a fairly risky attack here. Now we do interrupt the infantry here, but we do leave the tank open to attack, and it could potentially be an attack from a city. So we could bring this guy back, and we could go in for the attack from here, which would be very good. Very good. Now with Luck's Nell's added luck damage, it is potential that that could be a pretty big hit. Whether or not he's gonna bring it back though is another question. If it was me personally, I probably would forego the cap, bring this guy back, and go for the attack. Now mind you, you can go for the attack from the plane, right? But this guy is doomed either way because Hudge has an infantry right here and right here. So we have 2-pronged attack right here where we could go and attack this guy. And even if he was to start another cap next turn, with the 10% firepower and the threat of a potential 20% extra damage from the luck from these 2 infantry, it's almost guaranteed that we would be able to get that. If we don't guarantee, it is very likely that we'll be able to get it. So we go for the cap anyways. We attack from the forest, which is 20% defense, so perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. There wouldn't really be that much of a difference between this, but I can still see a world where this guy maybe might get double hit here, but we do have a tank support coming in next turn, and we do have the ability of bringing this guy back to get some heals. Now, we could actually also bring it over here and get the immediate heal with the black bow, but probably more worthwhile if you're going to go for heals to go for the city. The only other thing that could potentially happen here too is we went for this attack here. If we were feeling particularly feisty, we could try to go for a 20% extra damage roll with the infantry versus this guy. Now, if it did fail, it would fail catastrophically. So it might not be the most advisable thing to go for that, but either way, it does look like BB has busted open the pipe seam and is currently capping one of those properties here, and Hudge is going to be a little bit behind, like I said, to capture those properties here, which is fine. It's not really a huge deal. I mean, the income is actually already in Hudge's favor at the moment. With 14 properties here. It does attempt to go for that double roll that I was talking about, but was unsuccessful, unfortunately. Unlucky. Unlucky is all it is, folks. Okay, cool. Double tank build this turn, bringing the infantry back to form a wall. Now, this map tends to get... Well, there's 2 ways this map either goes. Either your opponent doesn't quite position themselves properly and you're able to just blow through and steamroll your way to victory, or it becomes a dreadful stall fest. That is the other option for this map. So I'm not sure which route this is going to go yet, but we will find out soon. We go for a little attack here on the infantry on the mountain, which I think is pretty justified because we have a backup infantry and we move the artillery in position to actually block both of the mountain tiles here. So if this infantry did go in and this infantry and we clear that, well, we do have a pretty hefty attack that we can do right afterwards, so I think that is perfectly fine. Yep, there's the Nell luck. Oh boy, would you look at that. Yeah, that's some luck right there. Just see ya. See you later. Now, it might not have been as lucky. I'm pretty sure that's a fairly high roll, but it also did take a little bit of chip damage. So it was, if it wasn't 100% roll, it was very close to 100% roll. And it's a very like very safe attack to make, because we actually put ourselves in a really good position here with center control as well. So these tanks can flip to either side where they need to go. And Hudge only has 1 tank up here. So this tank is up here. I mean, it can go like here, and then it can maybe like reinforce down here. But with 2 tanks right here, it doesn't really want to push up too much. Hudge's main force is coming down here from the south, so these guys are going to be able to push up and cause a lot of havoc pretty soon, but BB could bring this tank back, get a heal from the black boat, be up to 9, and then have 3 almost fresh tanks in the front line, while Hudge is spending a little bit of extra funds healing his tank. Okay, so we do a base skip for double tank. Yeah, it's fine. It is perfectly fine. You know what? I don't mind base skipping. Base skipping is perfectly fine, as long as you can get some good vehicles out. And at the moment, that's actually a pretty good buy, because that puts us at, what is that, like 5 tanks? 5 tanks in an arty versus 4 tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he'll be able to buy 2 more tanks this turn if he base skips. So I think that's fine. If we didn't do that, we probably would have had some sort of tank discrepancy for sure. But Hudge decides to do the unit count build and actually go with the artillery here. Artillery is super strong here just because of the fact that this map gets super stally too. So you do want to get a couple artillery on the field, like 100%. Otherwise, like, your stall is not going to be, or your stall is going to be stronger if your opponent doesn't build any artillery. And oh, that's kind of a risky move. That is a little bit of a risky move. So we go in and we attack this infantry down here from the forest, which is good terrain, but 1, 2, 3. We have 3 tanks over here. This guy's going to be healed up to 9 next turn. And I mean, we are going to have at least 3 healthy tanks as reinforcement, but still, ooh, 2 tanks. 2 tanks going in. Okay. 3 tanks going in. Ugh. This might not be too bad. You know what? If you're going to go in, you might as well go, like, balls to the wall. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he's going all the way in. All the way in here. But he's going to be 1, a 2, a 3 hit right here. So we got, like, full HP, and then this 9 could hit from right here. And then have his chip damage healed up right away. And we even have this tank here that we can bring down here. This guy's not in a position to actually immediately hit it, which would reinforce that side like a lot more too. Ooh, are we gonna go for it? Oh, okay, yeah, we're interesting. Okay, so we don't go for the hit on all 3, which I think probably actually is a mistake. We don't really, I mean, we could attack all 3, but 3 tanks would live and our tanks would be injured. We'd probably be in a worse off spot later on if we went for that. So we go for the 1 attack, and it looks like we're going to be able to most likely get a KO. Even if we don't get a KO, if we attack from here at least, we can infantry and finish off this tank. Which will put us like 3 tanks, possibly 4 tanks on this side versus 2. But battlecopter reinforcement here is pretty strong. Okay, so we don't go for another tank strike. We actually go for destruction of 2 infantry, and then we move this tank in a position where it can be hit, which it's good defensive terrain. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, I think BBU's got some plays here. We can definitely, I mean, we definitely KO a tank. I mean, it's highly likely that we'll be able to KO the tank. Well, with the luck damage, you know, it's pretty possible. We might be able to do it. So we might be able to KO 1. But then we would only have a 7 HP left to fight those 2. So, you know what, Hudge? This is actually a pretty good play. Gives us, like, a lot of ground. Like, actually, I think we actually just took the center with that play. So, you know what? It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I mean, we interrupted the cap, too. So, he's not going to be able to get that cap. So, that actually does leave us at an income lead. Yeah. Okay, so BBU going for the play, though. He's going for the KO on that tank. So, we do take out a full HP tank. Not many other tanks in position here, though. So, the one thing that might be... the one thing that could potentially be pretty bad for Hudge right now is if BBU decides to pop the power. we pop the power. Okay, so this is anywhere from 0 to 60% luck, or 0 to 59% luck at this point. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 infantry that can attack and 1 tank. Let's roll the dice, folks. Let's roll the dice and let's see what happens here. Okay. Okay, so we do 30. That's not too bad. Oh, that was a big one. Okay, so we did 50% on that one, so that's pretty good. Ooh. Probably would have... I mean, I don't know. You know what? We guarantee the kill. For sure. We could have potentially killed the tank. But we didn't go for it. So this guy's going to be healed up to 7. And then Hudge is going to be able to counterattack with their own Lucky Lass. And they get to pop it at the beginning of the turn. And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 infantry. And he'll have 3 tanks. 7 infantry and 3 tanks that he can attack with. That could be potentially very bad. Oh, we don't get this luck roll. Okay, so we were going in for a luck roll. We were trying it. We were going to go for it. Didn't work. But we brought this tank over here to get basically guarantee the kill on that. So that's good. I like that. That's nice. We do leave the artillery open. But, I mean, if he brought this tank in to go do that, he does have 2 tanks to contend with right here. But I also would not recommend attacking Nell when she's got her co-power up or her super. You can, but you have to make sure that you do a lot of damage. Like, if you're going to go in and do an attack on Nell when she's got her co-power up, you just have to remember that that luck damage carries on to her turn. So if you attack her and you don't do a lot, well then she gets to counter attack, and then she gets luck added to that counter attack. So you're playing with fire. The only people that can really effectively do it, I think, is like, well, you get characters that have like a lot of firepower, and if you get really good rolls, like if you take it down to like 3 or 2, then it's not going to do a whole lot of luck damage to you. But I like doing it with Hawk. So if you attack with Hawk, you know, especially if you're trying to get your super co-power or something, you do a bunch of attacks, and sometimes you get like 5-5 trades, which is, you know, not really great. But then, you know, you get the great equalizer of the Black Storm, and it kind of like whoo, levels out, you know, levels out in your favor, so it's okay. So Hudge pops the power. Let's see if he's a gambling man. Let's see what kind of rolls we get here. Ooh, that's a dirty roll. That's a dirty roll. Yep. Oh, that's a dirty roll. Oh, it survives. Okay, nice. That's not too bad. We survived. So he's got he's got 2 more units. 2 more units that he can roll the dice with, like, effectively. So let's see what happens here. Builds another tank, builds battlecopter infantry. Moves the artillery over, not too shabby. Alright, decides to not go for the tank roll. And brings the other tank back. Okay, that's fair. You know what? If we did go in with this tank, even if we, like, let's say even if we one-shot this tank or something, it's gonna die. We got battlecopter reinforcement over here. We have tank reinforcement right there. So not super advisable. That's actually a really smart move, bringing that guy back. So we did some damage. We did lots of damage, and we pull back. So it's good. And we have a huge threat up here. We have 2 healthy infantry that are in position to double cap 2 properties here. Like boom, boom. Unless buibuimoreh brings like this infantry up here, and maybe even another unit, right? So we'd have to bring this infantry, and then we'd have to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if we built a tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tank can't reach. You can't reach that property. The only thing that we can do is we'd have to use this infantry. Now, if we're thinking of some sort of a less sacrificial play to like slow him down, like we would have to attack this infantry right here. I think, maybe. Well, I mean, we can reach either one of them. So maybe like, I don't know. Like, you could attack from the mountain and attack this guy here, because then that cap would be designated to this. This guy would be designated to this. and we would have something in range to interrupt this one, which would be the better of the two to interrupt. I think, because like interrupting here, we're interrupting from roads, which is not great, but if we interrupt from here or here, at least we have some defense stars, so I think it's okay. But beauty, see what he does. Snipes out tank, very nice, very good. That's what we want to do. We want to snipe out tanks, get them out of here. And we get a double. Ooh, look at this nice little snipe here. So we get a double attack. Go up, take out that tank. Easy peasy. It's gone. It's out of here. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to hurt you anymore. What is going to hurt you is this artillery, though. This artillery is in a prime position to take out any of these forked units here. Like it's a nice little placement, but I mean, it's also incredibly exposed. If it does attack one of these units, then it's exposed to be destroyed by the tank. And, well, just a tank. I mean, we just have one hit on it with the tank, and that's pretty much it. But it can only destroy one unit, right? So if it destroys this one, then we have like a tank and 3 HP tank right afterwards, but then we have a battlecopter coming in, so it's a little iffy if it's gonna work, but he just built an anti-air, which is perfect. So anti-air comes over here, we block, well, we don't block, but we at least put pressure on the battlecopter to not be able to push in. Even if we put the, I think, actually, anti-air like right here would be good because we can cover these tiles here as well if the battlecopter decides to move in. Yeah, okay. We actually attacked the injured infantry down here too. So I think BBU is actually in a pretty good spot here still. I like it. I like it. Lots of tanks on the field. But I mean, Nell, luck damage, it can go like, it can go either way. Like so quickly. Oh. It's like, it's wild. Luck, like I said, luck is a hell of a drug, folks. You can't get addicted to it. So it's tough. It's tough to kick. Very tough to kick. Alright, Hudge pulls back. There's a little bit of attack, you know, tickling a few units here. Going for that double cap, which is incredibly threatening. And we didn't, oh. BB didn't bring the infantry up. Oh, I think that's a mistake. Like, I'm not like, did he bring the, oh yeah, he brought the infantry down here. Ooh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. We should have brought it up here. We had to interrupt those properties. I think, ooh. Oh no. Hudge. I think Hudge is, Hudge gets both properties. Like 100%, because this is only like an 8 or like at maximum like a 9% roll, so I don't think that's going to do any damage here, and we don't have any other units that are actually in position to interrupt us. So that's going to be a big flip. That's going to be a 20k to 16. That's rough. That's a rough one. We do snipe out an infantry down here, but the problem with this is like we separate the battlecopter from the rest of everything. Sniping out the infantry is fine though, but the only thing, okay, so what I'm hoping is like maybe what we're gonna do is he's hoping that Hudge splits these forces, like he brings the anti-air down here and then sort of splits it. And if he splits it, then like BBU can like go to ham in the center here and then probably reclaim these properties right afterwards. I think that might be the play. Oh, I don't know about that though. Oh no. Yeah, sacrificing a tank to kill a 2 HP. I don't like that. I don't like that one, but yeah, I don't like it. That's okay. We're gonna continue on. Alright, gets a heal and then brings it back here for more heals. Cool. See, that's what black boats are all about. Hudge, I mean, it's looking kind of rough for Hudge. It is. He's at like 19 units, so that's maybe why BB was feeling pretty confident like doing this attack here, like opening up for like a first strike. But I don't know. Luck is a hell of a drug, folks. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know. Yeah, so we go in for that attack. We bring battle or artillery to cover. If battlecopter moves in, we have anti-air too, so that's kind of rough. But it does manage to snipe out quite a few units, and actually brings the unit count pretty even again. I mean, he's a little bit behind, but he's got similar value. I would say he's a little, like, he's definitely behind, like, all together, but he's doing okay. And he just missed the 1337 by one number here. So unfortunately, he's not elite, but he's close. He's close. He's like second to elite. This is a good attack. This is a very good attack because it gives like BB very little options. Like he can go up with like two tanks and like take shots, but I mean artillery and 1-day reinforcement like from this side, I don't know. It's looking rough. Okay, so what's BB gonna do in response to this? He's gonna try to flip the property down south. And we're gonna reclaim one of the cities. So this is guaranteed reclaim, so that's good. Why are we doing that? That's just not a good idea. I don't know. I mean, we bring the second copter up, but leave that copter open. So like copter, I mean, we're so close to luck. We got lucky last again, right? So that's basically a dead copter. And this is probably, depending on where he moves this tank, it's probably a dead tank. No, he moves it down here, so that's fine. Oh, I don't know. I guess it's fine. I mean, if he moves this in, it's just a copter trade, so they basically cancel each other out because this one will one-shot this one next turn. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Alright, goes for the block, but we do have 2-hit potential down here and then an interrupt. But if we go for that interrupt, then we get swarmed by tanks here, so Hudge pops Lucky Star. We're gonna roll the dice again, folks. We're gonna roll them. Roll the dice! DB is really far behind on properties, though, so we definitely gotta flip these. Like I said, this one's gonna be automatically flipped, so that's gonna be 20 to 18, so that'll be okay. If we do flip this one, it'll be even. I think it'll be like what, 19-19? Okay. Oh, the power of that artillery. Massive shot. All right, take out another tank. Oh, did you see it? Power. See? No, I knew it. My instinct was telling me this was not good. It was not good. Oh no, we lose it. With the luck roll though, I mean, like, it is possible that BB could mimic the luck roll and still be able to come out on top with like a 5 HP copter at the end, but oh, this hero, the hero tank just comes in and just does 5 HP damage to a flippin' battlecopter. Like, my god, that's insanity. Jesus. Okay, BB though, I mean, we do have the Lucky Star to counter, but we also are just a little bit short of the Lucky Star. Yeah, that's it. Super Co-Power is Lucky Star, normal is Lucky Lady Luck, or no, Lucky Star is the first one, Lady Luck is the Super Co-Power. Yes, I know this. All right, I think. Anyways, what are we gonna do? Okay, so we do a couple attacks and then we pop Lady Luck. Oh boy. Oh boy. It was Lady Luck, right? Yeah, Lady Luck. Okay. Alright. So this could be anywhere between 0 to 100%. So this is where we break the game, folks. But what are the options? I mean, if we had just popped the normal Co-Power, we probably would get, I mean, that would have been a KO. That probably would have been a KO. I mean, that's not guaranteed to be a KO until we do that. That would be a KO for sure. And then there's even a potential of like a 3-pronged attack on the battlecopter with these infantry too. So you could attack with infantry, and then maybe come in with tank and attack there, and then there would be a very good likelihood that this guy would fall. But we didn't do it. Okay, so Lady Luck. So that's guaranteed. Like, I mean, high probability. Oh, we don't get the infantry roll. We don't even get the battlecopter roll. Oh no. We should have attacked the battlecopter. Oh my god, 90% to a battlecopter. Oh my god. Luck. Luck is a hell of a drug, folks. What a roll. I mean, unfortunately we didn't get this KO, but that was quite the roll. Okay, so we end the turn there. Ooh, 70,000 on the dot. That's nice. It's nice. That's a sign, folks. Lucky number 7. Lucky number 7. Beautiful. Okay. Overall, like, not bad. I'm super impressed by this attack. That's pretty good, but I mean, the rest of it's like not like anything like, super crazy. But depending on how Hudge decides to respond to this, it could be something. I mean, if we go in for a tank shot on this tank, there's a potential that the counterattack could be massive. So we'll see what happens with that. Easy snipe. Oh my god, like look at that. Look at this damage. Oh my god, you do 5 and you take 6. That's something, man. See, this is why I like Hawk, because at least if it's Hawk and you use your super after, that's a 3 and a 6, so it's a little bit better. But yeah, that's crazy damage. Crazy damage, man. Even this is kind of a risky attack. So I mean, like, you go in. I mean, it's 3, right? It can't do like significantly large amounts of damage, but if it was like a full HP one, then that could still potentially do like tons of damage. But we do take out the tank, so that's cool. That's cool for Hudge. Do we have any other attacks? No, I think that's it. Okay, day 16. And BB is still a little bit behind, so we do need to get one more property. So let's see if we get it. Hudge's position is pretty strong. Pretty strong. So we're gonna attempt to flip one of the cities. And we just take out some infantry, so that's about it. Yeah, so that's okay. This is, we're not gonna get this city though, unfortunately. There's too much stuff here. Too much stuff, unfortunately. I will commemorate both of these players though, because they are still very, very high on time. So 1427 and 1638, they are time managing very well, or they're just yeeting super hard, one or the other. But it's good. I love to see it. Okay, so Hudge uses another lucky star, so power, so up to 60%. Sniped, sniped, sniped. 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 Oh, sniped. Yeah, we sniped a bunch. Oh no. Oh no, poor Bubu. He just got sniped to heck with that one. But we are gonna have a power to counter it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, lucky star. We're gonna have a power of our own. If we get some good power use, it's possible we could flip this. So we would have to get like a one-shot on this, and like probably like if we got a one-shot on this and then we one-shot this and we like start the cap, that would free up a tank. Could even free up this tank. No, we can't, because we need this tank to attack this tank. Maybe the infantry will do really good. Oh, and they survive. What do we do against the recon? Oh no, we only do 20 to the recon. Oh no, why are we attacking the anti-air? I guess that's actually in position to like do damage. Okay. So like what was my thought? Yeah, okay, so if we had gone here, we could destroy, then we would maybe likely destroy. And if we did one-shot it, the counterattack from the road would be very big. And battlecopter reinforcement. But we don't get it. We snipe this guy instead, which I guess is fine, because we do get rid of the artillery. But I don't think, yeah, okay, yeah, we resign. Okay, yeah, I don't think it was enough. I don't think it was enough, to be honest. Yeah, the next turn was going to be kind of rough. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got tank attack here. And we basically could potentially overrun the center. But he's got a tank right here in the center, which is pretty good. I don't know if it's really worthy of a resign, actually. Because, I mean, like I said, luck is a hell of a drug, folks. It could go either way. It can go either way. But I guess today Hudge is the winner of the lucky gambit. So congratulations to Hudge. Good job to buibuimoreh. I think he fought pretty well, all things considered. It's luck. That's all it is, folks. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. I know I definitely did. And if you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one, so take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.